So I was sitting in Massachusetts traffic the other day while I was driving to Buffalo, New York, and something dawned on me. There was the lane next to me that was clearly moving faster, and I didn't move into it. And I thought to myself, I often don't move into the lane that is moving faster during bumper to bumper traffic. Why is that? Also, if you're new here, I'm Renae. This is the weekly recharge newsletter where I dive a little deeper than the Hustle Rebels episodes into some nervous system regulation tips, ways to spot burnout, some stories from my own life, and some tips to help you get through your own week. So let's get back into why I'm not lane hopping during some brutal Massachusetts traffic. Now, it's not necessarily because I'm patient, because when it comes to traffic, I am anything but patient. I stayed because I looked at the people in front of me and behind me and thought, these are smart drivers. They know how to drive in traffic. They're not slamming their brakes every 3 seconds. They're not railing up behind me. They're not radical shitheads about it. They're capable. And being surrounded by capable people made me feel safe enough to just stay. So I let the faster lane go because fast is not always the same as safe. And this is what popped into my brain. I wasn't choosing my lane based on speed. I was choosing it based on the quality of people around me. And that's kind of the whole life thing, isn't it? We're trained to jump into whatever lane looks like it's winning. Who's ever moving fastest. Whoever looks like they got their shit together. They're the ones that we're trained to trust. We dart over there thinking that's where we're supposed to be. The trainer who's in peak physical condition, the business person who drives the expensive car, the professor with all of the accolades. But steady beats flashy almost every time. The people who don't panic, they don't jerk the wheel, who can actually handle the conditions. Those are the ones that are worth staying next to. And sometimes it's the unassuming ones that you can trust the most. The ones without the false promises or the terrible side effects. Then you have the brake slammer effect. So let's talk about the other kind of driver. Someone who's darting around and slamming on their brakes. They're not just messing with their own nervous system, they're messing with everyone else's. One reactive driver sends a ripple straight down the rest of the road. The brake lights, the tension. Everybody is flinching. Unsettled nervous systems all the way back. It creates this domino effect of radical emotions and feelings. And here's the ironic part. It actually slows everything down. The chaos doesn't get anyone there faster. It actually just makes the whole road tense and burnt out. Same is true with people. You can feel it in your body when you're around someone who's constantly reacting, jerking, panicking. It doesn't just cost them, it costs everyone in range of them. So I guess the tortoise was right. And the best part, the lane hopper who cut across 4 lanes to get ahead is usually the one that's sitting right next to you at the next light anyway. All that effort, all that stress, same exact result. So maybe the move isn't to chase the fastest lane. Maybe it's to find the steady drivers, settle in, and let the ones slamming their brakes just wear themselves out. So this week's practice is going to be the lane check. Next time you feel the urge to dart, to jump ship, to chase the faster looking option, or to react to someone else's chaos, I want you to pause and ask yourself a few questions. Who's actually around me right now? Are they steady people or are they brake slammers? Am I moving because it's actually better or because it just looks faster or better? If I stay put and breathe, does the panic pass? Most of the time, the faster lane isn't actually moving faster. And the people worth driving next to are the ones who don't make you flinch. So, on the flip side, I've got a new space over on school, and I'm pretty stoked about this. It's a place to go deeper, to actually learn about your nervous system, how to recognize burnout before it burns you to the ground, how to work with your body instead of against it. And it's a community, so you're learning alongside with other people, figuring out the same stuff. You're not doing it alone. Also in that space, I'll be hosting the Regulation Room. It's going to be a weekly live where we chat about all this shit together, and I'll do short lessons based on what you guys want to dive deeper into. Not me just talking at you. us in a virtual room working through it. Next week will be the official launch, so click the link below to join and introduce yourself before the kickoff. And then, in case you missed last week's Hustle Rebels episode, I sat down with Ryan Severson, who spent 7 years fighting Lyme and mold illness after a full-on burnout crash. The kind where it literally took him 45 minutes plus just to get out of bed, while every doctor told him that his labs looked fine. What finally had moved the needle for him wasn't another protocol. It was doing less. Because burnout recovery doesn't work when your nervous system doesn't feel safe. No amount of sleep, vacation, or supplements will override that. We get into the check engine light your body runs for years before the crash, why forcing yourself to relax actually backfires, and what it means to grieve the identity that burned out instead of trying to revive it. If you know how to work hard and you're starting to add up what it's costing you, you're going to love this episode. So you can watch it on YouTube or listen on your favorite podcast platforms. And then if you're new here or feeling nostalgic, you can read the previous newsletters by checking them out and clicking the weekly recharge link below. Stay in your lane. The good one, the steady one, the one with steady people. Drive safe out there, and we will see you guys next week.